beautiful Leo, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career reading for the middle of May right through to the middle of June 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Leo, this is your career reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But just to make you aware, your 10th house of career and ambition is actually influencing you at this time. Now, this is all about how you make your mark in your career, how you step up, and it's also about your reputation, what you're known for. So this is a very important time for you to excel at whatever it is that you do. So let us see what's happening for you and anything that's coming your way in the next 5 weeks. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Leo? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of regarding their career? What are they meant to see for their highest good? What is coming to them? Can you please guide them on their path? Okay, so we have the higher calling card there, which means you really are focused on your true path this month in particular. And basically, there's a lot of effort that you're putting into your career. I do see some doubts here, but I will see what the outcome is. They want me to give you a starting card because I'm also going to do a Celtic cross for you as well, just to see how you are moving forward. Okay, so the Two of Swords tells me that some of you have been feeling a little bit uncertain about the working environment. Some of you may have been feeling a little bit lost right now, or you may feel that things have been a little bit stagnant and you're wondering how to change things up so they become a little bit more enjoyable. Let's see, your first card is the Justice card. Now, this is a card of you putting a lot of effort in and making some adjustments in your career right now. Some of you may have just signed a contract, and if you have not got a job and you're waiting on a job, you will be actually signing a contract very, very soon for a new position that comes on in. So if you are a little bit nervous and you're feeling, you know, the job market is a little bit oversaturated right now and you haven't had an opportunity to even interview, there's definitely something coming in the next 5 weeks that you'll interview for. There's a little bit more in alignment with what you're looking for, and I feel like it's going to be a positive outcome, okay? And for those of you who are currently in a career, I feel some of you are actually making some readjustments in your career, and you may be feeling a little bit uncertain about the way things are, or you just feel right now that things are in a repetitive cycle and you're wondering how to bring a little bit more spontaneity into your work. And there may even be some restructures within your working sector or your working environment. Now, I would pay close attention if you are given a new contract by your working environment. If you've been at a place that you've worked there for like 5, 10, 20 years, however long, and suddenly they're coming in with a new contract, whether they're being overtaken or there's some sort of merge, please read the fine details, especially if you've been there a long time and you've got certain benefits or certain you know, opportunities, should we say, if you decided to leave, or if they offered redundancy, you may lose packages, benefits. If there's a new contract, they may actually give you, well, a new contract, you're starting from scratch. Now, that's not going to resonate for everyone, but I'm getting, it's almost like I've got 30% energy in the water right now of a merge happening between companies. So you may be working for someone who is merging, and they may try to come in with a new contract for all staff members. Okay. And they may change the hours, or they may change the way that you work, and you may not be satisfied with it. Okay, now that's for 30% energy that I've got coming through. The rest of you, I do see that you are putting a lot of effort in, and you're wondering, where's the results? Is it never ending, this? I feel things are going to get better for you. I do feel, I mean, both cards that you've got either side are indications that you're making some final decisions about your true purpose in life, or your true prosperity path, and whether you're on the right track when it comes to your career. Now, some of you may even step into a promotion at this time, because this is a contractual card. So I do feel that there are new opportunities that are on the horizon for you. So whether you are currently working or not, and you're looking for new opportunities, there's definitely more positive opportunities in the future, and I definitely see that they involve contracts. Now, for the rest of you, I definitely get a sense there's going to be a lot of productivity this month. I feel there's going to be a lot of paperwork. You're going to be overladen perhaps with doing a lot of multitasking. There's going to be a lot to do in the next 5 weeks, and I feel like you're going to be in the flow of it. Actually, I do feel that there's a win-win situation here for you. You're finding really creative solutions to any problems that you have at your working environment. Some of you may have been actually working in a very toxic environment where there is low staff morale, or there is office politics, and you're struggling to deal with it because you're the sort of person who is very honest. You know, what you see is what you get. You want integrity in where you work. And I feel like some of you are feeling like, I just don't vibe here because there's just an undercurrent of something that just doesn't feel right now. So some of you are putting your resume out there to try and find opportunities that really suit your soul, and you can vibe with the right people, but at the same time that you can enjoy it, and it's a closer stepping stone, shall we say, to your true life's purpose. Some of you may even be thinking about setting up second streams of income or becoming your own boss. And if you are an entrepreneur and you're already your own boss, I definitely see there's going to be some paperwork to do. I mean, it could be tax time for you all. I'm not really sure. It depends on when your tax year is. Everyone's may be different. I'm not sure how it all works. But I feel that you are going to be in the flow of doing this month, okay? And I feel the effort that you're putting in, though, you're going to get it out as well. So there's a lot of positive energy. I do feel that if you're a little bit lost right now with the Two of Swords as your starting position, you're trying to use your intuition in order to make the right choices. And by the end of the month, because we got the higher calling card, it indicates that you do make the right choice. You listen to your intuition and you're guided to take the steps necessary so that you can be happy in what you do and at the same time bring in, more money. Now, we do have the Devil card. It's in the resistance position, and that's exactly where you want it to be if it's going to show up in your spread, okay? The Devil card can indicate that some of you may feel that you're going to have some deadlines this month that are impossible and you're being overworked. And some of you are, I see you breezing through these deadlines, even though initially you may feel, oh gosh, I got to get that done. I got to get this done. Even if you're taking a vacation or you're trying to wrap things up before, the due date, whatever it is, I definitely see that you're going to hit the targets. You're right on the money. But I also feel with the shadow self, some of you doubt your skills or you accept less than you truly deserve. Okay. So if you are looking to further your career, step into new responsibilities with new money and new status, I definitely see this being a possibility for you over the next 6 weeks. I see doors opening for you. Also, they're showing me something in the water here, and this is for everyone, is what they're giving me. Let me just really check in with that, because I'm not really sure what that is. Okay, they're showing me it in many, it's like they're turning it around in the water, and I really don't know what that is. Okay, let me just describe it. It's like a block of something. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. They're giving me terabyte. Now I know what that is. I couldn't quite confirm what that was in the water. Terabyte. So backing your work up is very important. And I feel this month, Mercury does not go direct until 14th of May. You probably won't feel that energy really till the 15th of May. So just watch that. Back up your work. So even if you are someone who is studying, getting new skills, or you're at college and you're about to enter the working environment, or even if you're working on a big project, back your work up, okay? They're just showing it to me. It's very important, back your work up. So there may be either a glitch in the matrix, or, you know, power shortage, or there may be something that goes down. Maybe you're, I don't know how like electronics work, really. I'm not very au fait with electrical things, but if you're working on something and suddenly your laptop goes down because it's got no battery, or I'm not sure if you lose your work or whether it's backed up naturally. I'm not sure, but they're just showing me that. So indication, back up your work, especially if it's important and you've got a deadline, okay? That's just coming out there. But the Devil card in this position, I'm getting two energies and I need to pull a card on it just to make sure. One is toxic environments. So I feel like you're liberating yourself from a toxic environment. So some of you may be going to HR and talking about certain issues within the working environment in order to mediate a better deal or a more peaceful, stable working environment. But what I see here is tranquility. I do see that you removing yourself from any negative situation at work, even if it's like office politics. I feel like you're stepping away in order to really put your head down and focus. But also what I see here is that some of you may be thinking about setting up your own business or working for yourself, or there's something that you're trying to achieve right now, and you're trying to find the best way possible to achieve it. And there may be a little bit of doubt, and you may even feel like time is running out, or sometimes when you think about the monumental task that you have ahead of you, sometimes you can feel a little bit overwhelmed in the energy. And they really want you to be aware, take it step by step. Whatever changes that you're making, whatever, you know, adapting you have to do, it's important to take it step by step and really hone on the most important things in that moment, okay? Because you're actually going to work things out, liberate yourself. This is it's in the perfect position because it's actually in the reverse, which means anything that's been holding you back, any setbacks, any blockages, anything that's been negative is being removed from your circumstances in order to be on the right track, okay? So just let me pull a quick card. The shadow self can indicate that some of you may be influenced this month to really look at fear, or look at how you talk to yourself, like shift negative self-talk in order to have more compassion for yourself and really step into your power. Seven of Swords. So yeah, there may be some like office politics at work that perhaps you want to bury your head in the sand, and you know, you may feel that there's someone who is either bullying, or there are cliques, for example. Also with the Seven of Swords, this can indicate, you know, dishonesty, or people trying to take people's ideas or take credit for work that you've done. So just watch out for that if you are in a working environment. If you work for yourself, it can also indicate don't go too quickly because you may miss something. And especially since we've got the contracts card right there, I would say to anybody signing a contract in the next 5 weeks, it's important to pay close attention to the fine print, because with this card showing up and the Devil card, there may be something in there that you do not want to see or is not beneficial to you, and you may have to return to it, or it could be a bit of a headache later on down the line, okay? So just make sure. There could be someone who's abusing their power or trying to push your buttons this month. We will go a little bit deeper in a moment, but I feel like you're actually liberating yourself from that. The Seven of Swords is not a negative card. The tradition of the Seven of Swords, it's a golden or yellow card, which means it's positive, actually. Those tend to be very positive cards, but it can indicate you trying to find a diplomatic solution or an alternative way to approach something so it's easier for you, because you tend to do a lot of the heavy lifting, my beautiful Leo. So for example, if you've been really weighed down at work, you've been doing a lot of multitasking, you may find that there's people who don't do as much work as you, and they seem to like coast or sit back. And the Seven of Swords is like, you don't have to do this all by yourself, okay? The history of this card, this figure is taking all the swords because he does not want to fight. This is the army. He wants to find an alternative and more peaceful solution to a situation, but he's had to do it in stealth, okay? And so he's taking 5 swords there. He could take 6 because he's got 3 in one hand. He could take 3 in the other, but he's had to move quickly, so he's left one behind. So you could miss something this month if you go a little bit too quickly in your working environment. Also, I'm picking up a real heavy energy right now of some of you thinking about quiet quitting, putting out your resume behind the scenes, like slowly removing yourself from a situation where you're like, you know what, you may have felt like you hit a glass ceiling, or that there's a lot of office politics, or that it's a negative environment and it's actually just, you know, breaking down your morale. So with the higher calling card, some of you are trying to connect to your gifts. Some of these may be spiritual gifts, but this is about your true calling. It doesn't have to be about spiritual gifts. This is about you understanding what you need to do and being called forward to take the direction that your heart desires. So this is a very positive card because this is about true prosperity. You're attracting abundance, but you're expressing yourself through your actions this month. You're required to move forward into your true self. So enough is what I'm feeling here. If you're not getting fairly recompensed for the effort that you put into your working environment, then I definitely see that you are deciding to remove yourself by putting your resume out there. And if you are happy with the way things are going, I actually see you stepping into more confidence this month to move forward. And I do see a lot of opportunity. I actually see doors opening for you. Let's go and get your Celtic cross just to see what's happening there. Yep, there's an offer coming on in, very strong offer, financially rewarding offer. I'm still getting a move here. So whoever's energy I'm picking up here, I'm picking up a move into something more financially lucrative. Now this could be a promotion or raise. It could be an opportunity to staircase within your environment. And I would say you're doing definitely something that you love doing. I would say this one thing. If you're working in a team and you're offered a promotion and you're stepping into a new position, those people that you worked with initially, they will look at you a little bit differently, okay? So I want you to be aware of that. Sometimes it can feel a little bit lonely at the top because you're going places and, you know, you're not leaving those people behind in your working environment, but they may look at you in a different way. You are no longer going to be a colleague. You're going to be someone who is in charge of a department, or you're going to be a leader or who has more responsibility. So people may look at you a little bit differently. So just watch out for that. I mean, it would be no shock because you're actually very, very talented. You're very gifted at what you're doing. And I mean, look, you're bringing home 10. So you're bringing home the big 10 there. So I definitely see more money being available to you. There is a position, you may be working towards it. A leadership position there that is coming in for you. Let me see. Oh yeah, I'm loving this. This is really great energy, actually. Let me just pop that there for you. That's the wrong one. That needs to go there, and this needs to go here. Okay, so Two of Swords. Two of Swords is really about you wanting to discover new lands, really trying to see where you're at right now. So you're in a period where you are trying to analyze where you are in terms of your career sector, where you want to go. This is a card of meditation, shall we say, or adaptation, balance. I mean, these two cards, cause and effect, the Justice card there and the Two of Swords. This is really about looking at your responsibilities and feeling that you need to make some adjustments right now, and intuitively you're being guided to make the right decisions. So listen to your heart. Sometimes we've got a big old loud world, you know, where traffic is loud, people are loud, information is loud. Sometimes we've drowned out our heart. It whispers. So find moments of silence to just take a pause, take a step back to really decide which path is meant for you. Okay. Now the Two of Swords also, some of you may have been feeling a bit frustrated. You may have felt that you've been on a certain path for a certain time, and you may feel that, or the reward's coming. Okay. You may feel that you're a little bit in limbo, and some of you may actually feel that you've hit a glass ceiling in your career sector and you're wondering, how do you break through that glass ceiling? Well, I definitely see that where some of you actually feel that you're in a precarious situation, actually you're in a very positive situation because you're attracting right now an opportunity that is coming towards you. And I do feel there is a little bit more money coming on in as well. But with the Two of Swords in this position, some of you may be feeling a little bit uncertain. Okay, there may be some restructures within the environment that you work in, and you may be looking at the world at large, that there is, a price of living's going up. There is a lot of oversaturation in the job market, and some of you may be just feeling like, how do I find my way and find my position to doing something that I love that brings in a lot of money? I actually see that you're on the right path to discover that. And the Two of Swords, if you're feeling bored, frustrated, or just feel a little bit lost right now, I feel the month of May in particular, especially the third week of May, you're going to gain major clarity, okay? And I do feel that there is some sort of good news that comes your way. It's an opportunity, because what's crossing you here, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So some of you, you've been putting a lot of effort in right now, and you may feel that it just seems to be the same old thing, just every day. And I feel you're not a lazy person, my beautiful Leo. You put all of your effort into everything, and the effort will pay off for you. This is a card of, yes, you're a hard worker, and you proceed with integrity, and your perseverance and true grit will take you to where you want to go. You're not afraid of being industrious in your dedication to your work. You have a lot of stamina, and you're committed to your goal, and you're going to reach it, okay? So your dedication and determination will pay off, and you do your best no matter what job you do, and it does not go unnoticed, okay? But if you're working in a toxic environment right now, I actually see that there is one person in your working environment who really is your ally. Someone, if you're in a career where you work in an office, there's someone who is in a high position. They could be managerial. They actually really appreciate your work, and they've been watching you, is what I'm being given here. And they want to elevate you. So I do see that in the next 5 weeks, you may be tapped for a promotion or raise. I actually see more status for you. I see more responsibility. And I see some of you even thinking about working from the home space, setting up your second stream of income, or some idea that you've had for a while that perhaps you've been like mulling over, but you haven't had the opportunity to really make it a reality yet. Something that you've been planning is going to be very financially lucrative because you are a very talented person. So I definitely see that if you have many fingers in many pies and you're using your creative gifts, I definitely see that it will be financially very rewarding for you. Now, if some of you have been feeling a little bit lost, as I said, if you've come to this reading and you've got no position and you're looking for a job right now, and you know, the Two of Swords, as you can see, is a very uncertain card, and you may have felt a little bit defensive, and you're trying to calm your emotions and be like logical about the whole thing. Well, all of a sudden there's going to be an opportunity that comes towards you. So if you are hooked up with an agency, or whether you're just reading the papers, or however you're finding a position, a job position, there's definitely one being offered to you. The universe is delivering you an opportunity for you to tap into, and I feel it brings more money than you earned before. I would say if you're going to an interview, it's really important to remember what you bring to the table, okay? So don't allow your fears or doubt to step into the mix, even if you haven't been in the working environment for a while, or even if you have been in a working environment and you're going for a new opportunity and you haven't interviewed for a while. Remember, interviews are just a way of people checking out your personality to seeing if you can fit in. Your resume will tell them if you've got the skills. So don't doubt your wonderful self. Step into your power. You're going to breeze that interview. I can see it here already, okay? Just be your wonderful self. The Five of Pentacles, though, indicates that you have been going through some difficulties. So if you've been working really hard and you are in a career right now and you're like, you know what, money's tight, I definitely see an opportunity being offered to you to bring in more finances. And if you do not have a job right now, I see an opportunity coming on in that will help you with the struggle, okay? That there is more money available to you. It is a slow moving opportunity. So as I said, around about the third week of May, I definitely see something a little bit more solid coming into your life that you are going to really be curious about. Now we have the Six of Swords here. Six of Swords is a wonderful card, especially in this position, because it indicates, yes, you've been going through very testing times, but you're being guided out of those testing times. So relax. What is meant for you will never pass you by. The Six of Swords also indicates that it may have been turbulent where you are. You may have, even if it was office politics, I feel like you're finding an opportunity to remove yourself from that situation, to find peace so that you can focus on your projects or your goals, and that you can rise through the ranks and let petty squabbles stay in the background. Some of you may literally move from the environment that you're in order to take a new opportunity, and I feel like you're being directed to it. You've got the Two Swords here, this is why it's so positive, because the Two of Swords is like you're thinking about discovering new lands. Some of you may even be thinking about moving into new sectors, or seeing what talent you've got and how you can apply it to your situation. And the Six of Swords, the universe helps you discover these new lands. You're on your way. You're starting to make progress, okay? So yes, I do feel that you are moving in your career. Things are starting to shift in the right direction. So even if you're like, Baba, I'm happy where I'm at, I was just wondering if I'm going to rise through the ranks, the answer is absolutely. I definitely see your career moving. There's a stepping stone here for you. And with the Six of Swords, this indicates that, you're on your way, and although it has been testing, you're in a transition period. Some of you may even stay in your position, but you may find that actually you will be seconded to another building, or you may, even have to travel a little bit further afield to go to another branch. Some of you may have been feeling a little bit like alienated from people in your working environment, and you may be exploring new ways of approaching the situation, or you're just getting busy doing your thing and seeing if there's other opportunities out there for you to connect to good people who are on the same page, who are more like your kind of people and that you vibe with. And because let's put it this way, whenever you do a job, we've all got jobs that we love doing. We've all got jobs that we don't love doing. Sometimes we've got just jobs that we don't love doing, but they pay the bills. I got a couple of those jobs as well. And I've always done those jobs. They haven't been the easiest to do, but they pay the bills. They look after, my family. So I feel that some of you may have been just feeling right now that you've been coasting, doing something that perhaps is getting you by. And that's great. That's great, because the environment that we're living in right now economically is very difficult. But I do feel any deficiency you feel like you've had, or any longing that you've had for something different or something better to come along, is actually showing up for you, okay? The universe is changing your circumstances. Now, if you have not had that news already, it's coming in quite quickly. This is a card of fast-moving energy. Eight of Wands is a card of things reaching a climax. So if you're in a difficult environment that you feel, I can't do this anymore, things do reach a bit of a climax, or have reached a climax. You may actually have decided to leave this place, or some of you may even be given a test at work, especially if you're in the financial sector. You may have to do like little tests, due diligence tests, or what I see here is you passing these things. Some of you may even take a course in order to bring more skills up to date, or even hone a craft that you have. And I definitely see with the Eight of Wands that there is some great news headed in your direction, and some major changes happening, okay? Eight of Wands is changes are arriving, and things start to pick up pace and gather momentum. You will celebrate these swift changes, is what they're giving me. Now, some of you may have had if you're lucky enough, you may have had a vacation booked, or you've just come back from vacation. What I see here is, if you've had time away, it has really given you time to think. Think about who you are, what you're happy with, and where you want to be in your career. So if you haven't had the opportunity to take a vacation, but you have one planned, it's going to give you that Two of Swords energy, where you take a pause in order to really think through the next steps. Whatever you decide, they're going to be very, very fortunate indeed. And with the Eight of Wands on your side, I really feel you're being given the encouragement, the energy to make the changes that you need to make, and your future self will thank you, because things are starting to pick up the pace, okay? Now, what is the potential? King of Cups energy. I know you're a fire element, my beautiful Leo, and we've got the fire element over here, but this is the potential. So I do see that you have the potential to do a job that you absolutely love. You're a natural born leader. So whether you're stepping into a leadership position or whether you are leveling up to the next stage in your career, you're going to enjoy it and you're going to have a lot more responsibility. You're going to have more power and command in whatever it is that you do. And although money is important, and I will pull a card on that, I mean, you got the Ten of Pentacles, which means there's going to be more money available to you. I definitely see you're attracting more money into your energetic sphere. But this is really about being comfortable with the difficult circumstances around you, okay? As you can see, we've got the King of Cups. He sits on the throne, and the water is like, it's like splashing around. It is very turbulent water, but he is sitting on that throne that is, coming out of the sea, and he's comfortable. There are difficult circumstances around, and you are a very strong person, my beautiful Leo. So whatever it is you've been going through, I feel like you've got the tenacity to get through this. And as you can see, there's a little ship on the horizon, which means your ship is coming in. There is an opportunity on the horizon for you that you're not even aware of right now. And I feel like you're going to enjoy it because you are starting to realize that you have a lot to offer the working environment, okay? You love what you do. You're very good at what you do. You give your all, and you're an asset to any working environment that you find yourself in. So I feel, be comfortable in the skills that you have. If any doubts start to creep in, we're all human. We all have a moment, a little bit of a wobble, wondering if we're on the right path. But you've got this, okay? Also, if you're going for an interview, especially, well, I see, as I said, I see an opportunity coming in around about the 3rd week of May, which is really positive because by then Mercury is going direct. So that gives you a little bit more of an eloquent flow to dialogue because you'll be able to find the right words, you'll be able to negotiate better deals. And you'll also be able to either give a presentation or appraisal or even an interview, and it's going to go really smoothly, okay? Now, in the near future, we have the Lover's card. Now, the Lover's card, when you apply it to, a career reading, shall we say, this is about you attracting what your heart desires. It's about you vibing at a frequency that is magnetizing opportunities towards you. Now, the Lover's card actually means like a proposal or a contract, some sort of opportunity that comes in that you will absolutely love, but it does mean choice. So I've got 3 cards here, which really indicate that you have a choice. So with the Justice card there and the Higher Calling, and the Lover's card, these are all cards where you weigh up your options and choose the one that resonates the best with your heart, but also with your higher calling. Now, some of you may actually explore your spiritual gifts and talents, and you may actually set up a business. It could be an entrepreneurship. You could even like set up like a social media channel, or maybe it's a store, on Etsy, or you are doing something that you love doing. It could be catering, whatever it is that you love doing. I see this element of duality about you. So I feel like it's not just the usual stuff that you will be doing. If you're working in an office or in a store, whatever it is, I also see that you've got a lot of smarts and a lot of talent that can actually help you set up something on the side. And it may feel a little bit daunting at first, but I actually see take off and really bring in a lot of money. But the Lover's card is an important card because it's take time to make a decision, okay? And I feel these next 5 weeks are really about you taking time to make a decision that will be life-changing, okay? Also, it's really about you asking, or shall I say examining what your motives and values are and whether the people you work with share the same thing. When we work in a working environment, whether it's in a career we love or not, and we're just trying to pay the bills, everyone is working towards a common goal, getting a paycheck. Okay. And, back in the day when I would go for an interview, they'd say, so why do you think we should hire you? What do you think we can bring this role? Or why do you want to work for us? And my first thought was always, you know what? I want a paycheck to help my family eat. That's literally it. But that level of honesty, that person interviewing is probably thinking the same thing. But at the same time, you got to say, oh, well, your company is so amazing to work for. And you know, I just love this opportunity because of blah, blah, blah. But you know what I mean? So I feel like you are genuinely thinking about doing something that sets your soul on fire, that you really feel is your higher calling, your life's purpose. And I feel you're not taking second best, okay? So I definitely see a promotion or a raise in your future. And I see that you're making strides or stepping stones towards more money and more responsibility. And you're going to be doing something that you love. Now, this is your advice in this moment. We got the Five of Pentacles, okay? So there is a sadness here or a deficiency. Some of you may feel like there's a lack of opportunity out there. But there's a longingness. I feel like you have worked really hard, and there may have been moments where you felt passed up for promotion, or you felt, you know, you were never the one offered a bonus, because the Five of Pentacles is a card of difficulty. And it can also indicate that things are tough right now in the working environment for you. Whether you've got a lot of work on and you just have deadlines and you're feeling the pressure, or whether it is that you have lost your job and you feel it's really hard to find one right now. I definitely see that the universe is sending help on its way. Now, for some of you, and this is not all of you, I'm getting about 12% energy here. There's someone, I already mentioned that there is someone here who is in a high position of authority, who wants to help you in your circumstance, who wants to elevate you because they see your talent. They see that you're really good at what you do. And I see that this person is going to either put your name in for a promotion or raise or to elevate you. They may even take you on as an apprentice in some environment. But it's a paid apprenticeship is what I'm seeing here. But I feel if they're leaving the company, I feel like they either try to poach you or headhunt you and bring you to the other company that they're with, or they may give you a hot tip about an opportunity that they heard of that you'd be perfect for. It's more money than you're getting right now. That's what I'm seeing there, okay? I'm just going to pull a card on that Five of Pentacles for you. Now, some of you, and again, not all of you, some of you may have been unwell. Some of you may have been going through, you may have felt burnt out. You may have felt low morale, especially if you've been overworking yourself and you're completely burnt out. You may have loved what you did, but because it's been such a high pressurized environment, you're like so exhausted, you're questioning your path and saying, do I still love what I do? Because it's just so intense right now. It really is intense right now for a lot of energy. For a lot of signs, the energy that's coming through. But I feel like you are going to be given a boost of energy in the next 5 weeks that's going to really help elevate you. Plus, we've had a lot of planetary alignments that have been very difficult to overcome, where it's made you feel drained. There may even be a person or a situation at your working environment that indicates there hasn't been the best of support or for your circumstances, but I feel like things are going to get better. And if you have been unwell and you've had to take some time out of the working environment to really get your health back on track, you will focus on your health and you will be recharged and back to best. That's what I'm seeing here. What we've got here is the King of Wands, which wands are all about energy, about drive, about ambition. It's the second time you're getting it. And of course, it is a fire element. So this really indicates that you will be back to your full self in time, but give yourself time to rest. If you've needed to take in some time out from a working environment, even if it's to be a parent, and you are like slowly easing yourself back on into the working environment, you know, give yourself some credit. You've done a wonderful job and you're really good at what you do, and the right opportunity is being offered to you in the month of, well, I say May, June, because I feel like it fully becomes realized around about end of May, June time, okay? Again, they're showing that with the Ace of Pentacles, there is an opportunity being offered. The universe is coming on in. When you get Five of Pentacles, it can mean that things are difficult right now, but the universe is sending you some support. There's an opportunity coming on in that will help you. Now, this could be the start of a new position that brings good fortune. It could also be, well, I mean, this card definitely means success and material gain, but it's a gift, okay? So I feel like there's an opportunity that surprises you in the month of, well, it's on the cusp, May, June time, that you will be really excited about. And some of you may set up your own business. I keep coming to this energy of being an entrepreneur, being a bold leader. You're someone who has a lot of charm as well. You are naturally good with people. Doesn't mean you like people, you're just naturally good with people, okay? Because sometimes you need to just come off grid and recharge your batteries. But what they're showing me here, a leadership position, more responsibility, taking the initiative to put yourself out there, job security, being bold, and having that motivation. Some of you, as I said, you may have loved what you did, but because there is so much pressure right now, or the working environment is changing and readjusting, you may find that management may have changed, or there may be just some dynamics that you're not happy with right now. Feeling the pressure, I definitely feel the pressure in this reading, but it will get better is what I see. Now, you're going from a 5 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. There is more money available to you. Also, I'm getting a small percentage of you wanting to set up a family business. I feel like that's going to thrive, okay? So I definitely see that happening there for you. 10 of Pentacles indicates you're attracting more affluence, more financial security. I definitely see you being very, very savvy with your finances. Your hard work will pay off, and I feel any of those dreams you have to elevate, you're going to claim ownership of them in the next couple of weeks. Your experience, your wealth, and your knowledge is the thing that's going to attract more finances. You're really good at what you do, okay? You will leave a legacy in your career. I feel like you'll be really well known for what you do. People appreciate what you do as well. There could also be some links, as in some networking opportunities that come in the month of June in particular is what they're showing me. But the 10 of Pentacles, this is your loyalty, your hard work paying off. Now, I'm not sure how it works. The 10 of Pentacles can indicate that there may be some sort of level of bonus or promotion, okay? I mean, it could even be that there's a raise in like national, wages or something like that. There's definitely an increase in finances. Could even be that your working environment offer to up your pension if they pay into a pension for you. So I definitely see that there are some rewarding financial moves happening in your career sector, okay? And you're definitely bringing in some more finances and being able to some of you may be even saving for a home or a property, or some of you are literally going into real estate as your career, because I definitely see lots of property happening in your future as well, okay? Now, this is a hope and a fear. This is about, having the energy or having the motivation to do something, take the initiative. So again, I say, because it's a hope and a fear, it can indicate that some of you may be wondering, are you headed in the right direction? Can you initiate the changes that are necessary? And the answer is, of course you can. You can do anything. You can make anything possible, my beautiful Leo. You're very, very talented. This is a card of talent. Getting organized is important in the month of May into June, because I do feel like there are some adjustments. Now, this could be that suddenly your company comes along and says, hey, we're restructuring management. Could even be, hey, we're restructuring office space and we're just going to move you down the hall into your own office. So I definitely see some changes happening here, but I actually see you being in command of the changes, okay? Now, some of you may have been dealing with somebody who was, I don't want to say, I mean, maybe it could be a bully, I'm not sure. Someone who is trying to abuse their power, okay? Also, and this is not all of you, I hope this is not any of you, but I'm picking up an energy of there may have been someone at your working environment who gave unprofessional advances towards you, okay? If that is the case, you may think about taking that to HR to report it. And I definitely see it working in your favor, because we got the Sun card there. So of course, these things are hard to prove, but don't let that put you off, reporting anything that is unacceptable in the working environment. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it like that there. But also, what's really important about this card is it's a commanding, powerful position. Okay, so I definitely see an opportunity being offered to you. This is a promotional raise, but some of you, doubt may creep in and you may start to go, oh, can I do this? Even if you're stepping into a new position, there may be ways or processes, ways of doing things that are alien to you, or you may feel, oh my gosh, I've never used that electrical package, or I've never used that program, or I've never used. You will learn. You will be taught how to do it. So don't let anything phase you. Step into your power. You got this. You can do this, okay? So don't let doubt creep in. The salamander is always on the King of Wands, because it also means you're protected in anything you endeavor to do, okay? You are secure in your position. So anything you feel motivated to change in your career is actually going to be very, very positive for you. And your outcome is the sun. That's a happy Leo right there. This is a Leo card. So a lot of abundance. The sun card is, success, but it's also about having an awakening, realizing what you need to do, the adjustments you need to make, and embracing that path with confidence. This card indicates that your success is guaranteed, and things are going to start to blossom for you, and you're attracting a lot of abundance at this time as well. So it's important to realize that you can win the day. That's what I'm getting. You can win the day. The sun indicates success, victory, happiness, truth coming out, being protected, and an outcome that is really positive, good fortune. Now, some of you, if you are a creative, I definitely see that some of your work could be in the public environment. So even if you are someone who is setting up your own channel, or you have your own channel, or you are an artist, you may have, a little tap on the shoulder to exhibit your work. Or if some of you are actually, writers, or I definitely see like contracts or proposals, or people being attracted to you and what you do, and they want to elevate you because they know talent when they see it. Whether you're a creative or not, I definitely see that things are headed in the right direction for you. Okay, now I'm just going to go and get a card before we close. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Leo? What do they need to know? Oh, they want me to go one more, so I will. Thank you. So we have hidden, okay? And it says buried treasure awaits. Dig deeper, show yourself. New information comes in, discover your path. And that's definitely what I feel like you're discovering this month. You're definitely discovering your path, the adjustments that need to be made. And some of you have a hidden talent that you really haven't tapped into yet. So allow yourself to shine. Allow yourself to step forward into the accomplishment that you truly deserve. We've also got wish granted. Dreams are coming true for you, okay? And it says, prayers answered, miracles, patience, ask for more, and luck. Okay, when you get a Five of Pentacles, this is longing. This is asking for sanctuary. This is asking the universe for help. And the Ten of Pentacles as a response indicates the universe is listening. Okay, so remember, thoughts become things. It's so important. And because you're taking a pause with that Two of Swords, really think about what you desire, okay? And how you need to adapt to get what you truly desire. If you've been feeling that things have been like a little bit inflexible recently, or you feel like you're having to make a decision on something, or you've been just doing a lot of juggling and you feel like you're getting nowhere and you're just trying to find the rhythm of what you're doing, just take a pause and really focus on what you want. And you'll start to see things become a lot easier for you, and you're going to be in the flow of receiving abundance. And yeah, helping hand. You could have got any card in this deck, but I really felt that there is someone who is going to give you an opportunity either to elevate, or they're going to give you a hot tip in some area of your career that helps you elevate. It could even be a friend who has their own company, or it could be a friend who helps you set up your own company. But it says helping hand, giving and getting support, reaching out, financial aid, donate, charity work, and loan. Now, some of you may even get a business loan to set up your own business. But what I actually see here is, because you are a wonderful, generous, hardworking soul, I actually see some really good karma coming for you, because that's what the Justice card is. It means good karma is coming to your direction. And I feel it's interesting, because when I touch this, I'm hearing cross my palm with silver, cross my palm with gold. Now, some of you may even have booked a palm reader or a seer, someone who you may have booked a reading for yourself that is personal. Listen to that reading because that person really has something to say to you that's important. But I actually feel the fact that they said, cross my palm with silver, cross my palm with gold, I feel like you are elevating, okay, so going from silver to gold. I feel like you're elevating in some area of your career, and now's the time for you reaping rewards, okay? So I'll leave that there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. I'm just going to give you some fun. Oh, I'm loving this. This one is the cattle rune, which is all about wealth. It's all about power, material gain, fulfillment, and stepping into your power. And if you've had any disappointments or loss or any issues with finances, or you've been going through some testing times at work, there may even be an appraisal, but it goes in your favor. And I feel like any money problems, you will find a solution to that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can feel the energy. This is definitely an arrow. Yeah. So we have warrior, okay? So you sacrifice a lot for your career, but I feel like it's going to take you to where you want to go. This rune is connected to justice. It indicates that you are powering on through, and I feel there are a lot of people intrigued by your gifts and your talent, curious about what you, what you can achieve, what your potential is. So I definitely see a helping hand happening here for you as well. Okay, now this rune is the God rune. It's all about wisdom, but it also stars apprenticeships. So, but I feel it's a paid apprenticeship. So maybe you're coming out of college and you're about to get into a working environment. There could be someone who helps you learn as you earn, okay, as what I see there. And that may not resonate for everyone, but I definitely see that happening there. Some of you may even get advice, but it also indicates truth coming out. Okay, so if anybody who has been negative in your working environment, or you've been having any difficulties with them, I definitely see a truth coming out there and it being resolved. But this rune also connects to inspiration. So lots of wonderful ideas this month, and I do see it as a positive transition month to help you elevate. Okay, so I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Leo, and love and light.